presenting today. It's, as the name sounds, a few highlights that the curators have picked out or that I have picked out. A lot of the objects in this museum are from Hunter's original collection. So William Hunter, the man who actually bequeathed all of his collection, his big museum, to the university. And then some things have been added on after his death because he lived in 1700s, so a lot has happened since then. One thing being the fall of this meteorite. So meteorites are really, really interesting objects. They're just a piece of solid debris, so basically rock, that's come from outer space and passed into the Earth's atmosphere. So an object is only called a meteorite once it's made this transition onto what is called Earth. And this one, for example, was an asteroid before being a meteorite, so it's from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. And that's a really, really common place for meteorites to come from, just because it's so there are so many asteroids here, and it's so close to the Earth, relatively speaking, that it quite easily gets sucked in. And it's really interesting to study meteorites. What we found, both from close ones and far away ones, is that they are actually composed very much of the same elements and minerals that we have found on the Earth's crust as well, which just shows that the building blocks of the universe are the same, throughout the universe, which is really, really fantastic. This particular meteorite has a really, really interesting story because it fell in Hypothel, which is an area of Glasgow. That's why we have it here just now. But it fell in a quarry, which is probably the worst place for something that looks like a rock to fall. So the quarrymen who were working there, they did run to it because it did seem to come from goodness knows where. It did make this huge bang and lift up all this dust. So they did go running. They thought it might be a cannonball actually. And then they saw that it was a rock. Didn't quite look like the rock that they were dealing with, but it was still a rock. They thought it was extraordinarily boring and just left it there. And it was only a few days later that the quarry owner found out what had happened, and he actually called in scientists from the university just to see whether it was anything special. And they realised that it was something special and brought it in to be studied here, which is fantastic. This is the largest piece that was recovered, and two smaller pieces were recovered as well, and they have now gone off to London and India for some reason.
No, when did that fall?
It fell in 1804 in April.
Okay.
1804. So it's quite old, but it's actually 4,500 million years old since it actually was created, because it's been carbon dated, so you know that.